But there's another big story that's coming in, and this is a cause for serious concern. The entire Tejas light combat aircraft fleet has been grounded for now. Apparently, a Tejas light combat aircraft of the Indian Air Force suffered some damage to the airframe after it overshot the runway at a Frontline Airbase following some suspected brake failure. That's being reported. Now, following this incident, sources are now telling India Today that the Indian Air Force has grounded the entire fleet. That's about 30 single-seater fighter jets. There's a very extensive technical scrutiny that's currently underway. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, of course, has issued a statement. They've denied that there's been any major loss of aircraft or airframe. They've called it a minor technical incident on ground and not in the air. But do keep in mind, this is the third accident involving the Tejas. We sadly lost a pilot in the Dubai Airshow. The first one, of course, had taken place in March 2024. That was the crash near Jaisalmer. The second took place in November 2025, where Tejas, it came too close to ground and unfortunately crashed during the Dubai Airshow. And this latest comes at a time when HAL is in the line of fire for having missed several deadlines to supply Tejas Mark IA to the Indian Air Force. I quickly want to cut across and bring in India Today's Sandeep Punithan for more on this story. Sandeep, this does sound extremely alarming. What are you picking up?
Well, it's extremely alarming, Gaurav, given the fact that over the last 2 years, there have been those two very unfortunate incidents, as you mentioned, and this is the third. But, there's a silver line. However thin that silver lining is to this incident is that there was fortunately no ejection. It was not an air crash per se. It was an incident. HAL has clarified the fact that it happened on the ground. We're not very clear if it was when the aircraft was taking off or whether it was landing, but it's very clear it happened on the ground. And there was an incident of some sort which led to the aircraft either veering off the runway or losing control. We are not very clear about the circumstances of that. The Indian Air Force has not issued a statement yet, Gaurav, but all we have is the HAL statement to go by. But that silver lining, that very thin silver lining, is that there was no ejection, and fortunately the pilot is safe, Gaurav.
And that is the good news. The pilot is thankfully safe. Keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. Sandeep, for the moment, many thanks.